But of course, I think the part of ministry that most shaped my life was Peru. I was there for over 20 years total.
Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost, now Leo XIV, reflecting on his vast mission work in Latin America while speaking at a parish in Illinois last August. Prevost is the second pontiff from the Americas after Pope Francis and holds both American and Peruvian citizenship after living in Peru for 2 decades.
When you're a missionary, you just learn how to do everything from electronics to auto mechanics and things like that.
The 69-year-old was born to Luis Prevost and Mildred Martinez in 1955. He and his 2 brothers were raised in a southern suburb of the city. For the start of his education, Prevost remained in the States, studying at St. Augustine Seminary High School right after 8th grade before heading to Villanova University in Philadelphia, where he graduated in 1977 with a degree in mathematics. He entered the Order of St. Augustine that same year, and after studying at the Catholic Theological Union in Chicago and completing a doctorate in canon law at Rome's Pontifical University of St. Thomas Aquinas, he was ordained a priest on June 19, 1982.
The people of God, I just can only say how gifted I feel because of what I gained from my years working in Peru. I hope that every priest can say that about wherever he works.
Peru had a major impact on Prevost's formation. He headed to the Augustinian Seminary in Trujillo to work for 10 years, from 1988 to 1999. He eventually returned to the U.S. to serve as superior and then superior general of his order. But it was not long before he was back in Peru in a more significant role, thanks to Pope Francis. The Holy Father, in 2014, appointed him as apostolic administrator of the Diocese of Chiclayo, a northern city which serves more than 1 million Catholics along the coast and in the mountains of Peru. He was elevated to bishop a year later. Prevost also served as vice president of the Peruvian Bishops' Conference for several years, and then in 2020 he became apostolic administrator of the Diocese of Callao. It was in January of 2023 that the Holy Father then called Prevost to Rome to appoint him as prefect of the Dicastery for Bishops, the powerful role for selecting bishops all over the world. In July of that same year, he became a cardinal. Cardinal Prevost has kept mostly a low profile throughout his career. He did share that he was still learning on the job as prefect.
It is certainly fascinating as an education. It's kind of like formation in international affairs of the church, as well as sometimes politics.
During a synod press briefing this last October, his message to bishops was that they are called to suffer with the people they serve.
The bishop is not supposed to be a little prince sitting in his kingdom, but rather called authentically to be humble, to be close to the people he serves, to walk with them, to suffer with them, and to look for ways that he can better live the gospel message in the midst of his people.
Alan Holdren, EWTN News in Depth.